Hello, welcome to Alchemical Tarot. Excited to see what the cards have got to show us this morning. What energies are they reflecting? Queen of Pentacles. This woman knows her worth. Today, feel into that. Do you know your worth? And if you don't, if you feel that you don't, it's time to start tapping into that and recognizing the abundance all around you and resetting your your wealth point or your own self-worth point, whatever that is. Have a little look at that today. The cards are asking you to do that. Queen of Pentacles is really rich. She's sort of aligned with that and aligned with sort of fertility too with our Queen. She's got it just oozing out of her. And she's reflective. She's quietly reflective too. She can tap into those times where things did feel really good. If you're not feeling quite so aligned today, the Queen is suggesting you can tap into how you felt before when things have really felt aligned. So there have been times, it suggests with the Queen, that you have known your self-worth. So see what else we've got today. There goes our other one. Yes, it is definitely time to tap into your self-worth, because with this 5 of Cups, it's suggesting there's something that's not quite right. There's a sense of disappointment in the air. Is that disappointment within yourself or with a situation, within a relationship? There's somewhere that there's a sense of lack going on. You feel like the universe isn't dealing all the cards that you were wanting. So definitely a time to be tapping into how good things have felt. Have a think about things that have shown up in your life. Just think about some of those things that have shown up in miraculous ways, sometimes came out of nowhere, or things that you were wanting that did appear. Have a think about that. So when we see the 5 of Cups, I always think of the 2 of Cups, because our 5 of Cups, he's focusing on what he doesn't want. And if he just turned around, there's a lot of joy in those cards. The 2 of Cups card is full of joy, full of connection, a real sense of love. So a sort of union of opposites as well. So there's a lot to be had in this card that he's not focusing on. So ask yourself that question. Where are you focusing on lack? Because if you just turn around and focus on the 2 of Cups, it leads us beautifully to the 3 of Cups. What a different sort of sense of progression here. Or actually, we're going backwards. We're going from the 5 to the 3, but it's taking us much closer to that sense of joy. And joy not just necessarily within yourself, but such a joy that you can share. You can share this with other people. So it's time to start focusing today on what you do want, not on what you don't want. There's a real sense of connectedness to nature in this card, which we see very much in our Queen. So really celebrating how much nature has to give you. She's so restorative. We can often find that joy in our hearts just by going out and having a walk, or going to a beach and putting our feet in the water, walking on the stones, finding a river, sitting next to it. Whatever opportunity you have for getting out in nature, can you smell the roses today? Because it seems like you do need a little bit of an uplift. So the point with these cards, and I always try to make them, is it's important to see the opportunities in them. See where you might be focusing on one thing, and the cards always tell you to lift that level of consciousness, raise your consciousness so that you can focus on the good things in life. We're not trying to push away emotions that surface. Please allow them to surface, but don't dwell on them. This person here appears to be dwelling on them. Turn around. If you turn around and look in other directions, there's opportunities presenting themselves to have a lot more fun and joy in your heart. So I'd like you to invite you now, just if you're willing and able, to just step into a quick meditation. I do like to integrate these energies because it's a subconscious level, I believe, that runs our reality. So when we layer that subconscious with these feelings that are much more positive than negative, then we can start to shift the tide and our outside world can start to show up a lot better. So if you'd like to just close your eyes, I want you to imagine yourself as the Queen of Pentacles. I want you to imagine sitting on a throne, sort of a higher level of state, a higher state of being, higher level of consciousness. And I want you to imagine nature all around you. I want you to imagine that you can just pick the fruits. You've got your feet just barefoot on the grass. And you're feeling into the richness that this can give you. Our Queen knows her worth. Sense within your heart a bright light of like divine light within you. We're all connected, we are all one, and you are very much part of this sense of unity consciousness where we all connect together. Where can you tap into that now? Know that worth, know your worth here, know your place here. Queen of Pentacles. Doesn't she feel good? I want you to sort of, if you haven't already, put your back up straight. This woman is aligned with her abundance, aligned with deserving all the good things in life. Where can you straighten up and put yourself so that the stars align for you? And just ask yourself in this space, what has been on your mind that's been sort of a sense of disappointment, things not feeling quite right? Felt a sense of lack. Things have been weighing heavy on you. You've had a bit of a cloak around you that shrouded you in sort of a lower frequency. Feelings that just haven't felt so good. If you need to sort of maybe sit and write those out, if you need to talk them through with someone, then now's the time to do that. I'm not telling you to sort of disown those. I'm just saying that we can also turn our awareness to the good stuff, because the good stuff's coming in if it isn't already. And you can choose, you have a choice here, whether you stay in that level of disappointment or whether you turn around and find the joy in life, because it's all around you. And as you start to do that over time, or maybe you'll get it in today as well, you can start to unite with others. There's more connection. When you can connect and align with that higher sense of self yourself, that higher sense of joy and fun in life, when you can start to connect to that, you'll find that suddenly you start to make those connections outwardly, and it's good fun. Sense that now in that heart space, that expansion. So there's enough love, enough joy, enough connection to reach out and touch other people. Can you expand that heart space out now? Can you expand it out beyond your body to your friends and family and loved ones around you? And if you have no one around you, send it out, and anyway, send it to your community. There'll be someone there that you can tap into and connect with. If you haven't found them yet, know that they're coming in for you. Reaching out across your country. Let's go across the world and intergalactic at these times. Feel that heart expansion, and I want you at the same time to open up your heart to all that you deserve. This is your self-worth, and our Queen knows it. She shows up and she knows she is worth everything that's coming in for her. So open that heart a little bit wider to receive those blessings, those gifts. And then in your own time, with a smile on your face, you can come back to the room. Open your eyes. Where can you be more like our Queen of Pentacles today? Where can you sit there in your truth, in your knowing that you are deserving of all good things in life? Rocky's gone wild. Where can you find yourself turning around today? Turning your thoughts around, turning your feelings around today, and not dwell on these empty cups, this sense of emptiness. Where can you know that you do still have cups that are full, that can lead to a lot more joy and a lot more togetherness, a lot more connection. Because it's there, it's right there in the cards, the opportunity to connect a lot more with others and to have a lot more fun because of it. Have a wonderful day.